we hope that we enable for the market is that as we professionalize the software that rental companies use or any recommerce company for resales, we hope that that supply then becomes more accessible for aggregators and other marketplaces, that when they need that professional supply from established businesses, they don't have to like build software for them. I think I've heard in the past 3 years or 4 years, I've heard at least 10 times a rental marketplace company saying that they started from a marketplace and then either their investors or themselves they started to, via that experience, navigate to that they need to build the software for the supply. And then they find out that that's quite complex. And I think that's something we should have been a lot quicker with this. I think our new platform is finally doing it. I think it's something that quite many end up finding out, that in order to tap into that supply, you first need to serve that market with a better platform solution. But it's a hard product to build. It's not easy.
So maybe you can open a little bit, like how is Twice, and especially the new platform, how is it like built to support these type of new connections and integrations and enabling someone to maybe create these marketplaces or aggregator services that are using the Twice platform?
Sure. I think it all starts with a few core concepts. Is first of all making sure that you've separated conceptually your catalog and your inventory. So a listing doesn't equal an SKU code, so that you can create listings that in your own online store or for your kind of admin for your own employees or for marketplaces that connect to your inventory in a dynamic way. Because then every marketplace is a bit different, and in this specific marketplace you maybe want to market like, hey, here's just like standard skis, not necessarily forcing someone to select, I want atomic, this model, this height, and all of these things. So, but then in some other marketplace you want to be able to do that in that granularity. So when you kind of dive deep into it, you need to separate these two concepts. And then that's made super easy in Twice, that you have a inventory where you can track every item individually. You can create listings that point to those in an extremely dynamic way, which frees you from two things. You can focus on your inventory as inventory, and you can focus on marketing and selling as its own thing. And these are not intertwined in a forcible way that you would consciously have to figure this out. When you get to use that platform, you'll see that I can just spin out listings like in millions and millions. Even though I would have one bike in my inventory, I can do 1 million listings and list it out in so many ways, and then just see who gets the first sale in. Another, I think, key concept there is to make sure that as a platform, we're not looking to build something that would define how you run your operation. Often with vertical SaaS, I think companies tend to go deep with customers and then say that this is how you should run the business, and the SaaS solution is trying to kind of force you to some kind of operational model. And I don't think that works in re-commerce. It's like we've talked about in many of the previous podcasts, it's so like even inside a product category, the models of running your business and your preferences are so different that if you try to, as a vertical SaaS, force someone to operate in some way, it's not going to cut it. So we're kind of the Airtable or Notion of your re-commerce business, meaning that you can model your resources as you want, you can model your operational rules as you want. We enable that flexibility for you rather than saying that, all right, here is a feature that says that this is the switch that if you turn on, 500 things happen and it becomes super complex. I hope that makes sense, but it's kind of this approach to making sure that your inventory and listings and orders are independent things, and you can take orders from marketplaces even though it wouldn't be connected to your inventories and listings. It's just decoupling a lot of things to allow merchants to connect the messy world of commerce where they're active in.